happening, Magnusites? Let's talk Doctor Strange. So, for those of you that are new, this will be done mullet style. Review in the front, spoilers in the back. I will tell you when it's time for spoilers, okay? So let's get it on with this movie review. Let's see, where do I start? You know, these past couple of years or so, it's the age, or past year or so, it is the age of strong female characters, okay? The Ancient One, they started out, I think, with a scene in this movie that really captured your attention, showed what she could do, showed just how powerful she was, kind of set the tone for certain things in the movie, okay? Doctor Strange is introduced to you. And I gotta say, he actually reminds me of Tony Stark. He's Tony Starkish. He's a likable guy that's arrogant and kind of a dick, okay? So, definitely works in that area for me. I really liked him. I did. I liked him. He might have said a couple of dickish things, but it was, it worked. It all worked. So you find out basically that, he gets in a car accident. He's an excellent surgeon. He can no longer use his abilities, okay, that he's trained all his life to use. So he finds out from someone that healed themselves from a similar type accident how to do it. He learned where to go, who to speak to, where to find them. He goes, starts to learn, finds out that he is exceptional at at this art, and he also finds out who the villain is, who basically seeks immortality with all the crackle on his fucking eyes. He has a friend through this, which is the black dude that you seen. I forgot his name. Very thorough indeed, along with the Ancient One herself. I must say that this movie was very interesting with how they used the special effects. They bend and warp reality itself in this movie. They do use magical whips and swords in the movie. I know you all remember my reaction to basically the cape flap when he threw the cape on. I gotta say, that particular scene, I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. Okay? I didn't like it as much as I thought I would, although I still liked it. How that was introduced was kind of interesting. I gotta say, the humor in the movie was good, yet a tad extra sometimes, when it could have made for some really cool scenes, which I will expand upon later. Plenty of action, funny. He had his love interest. He had his teacher. You got the bad guy, the bigger bad guy in Dormammu. And, while the movie was predictable at times, which most movies are, if you're a fan of movies and you know how movies go, if you really watch movies a lot, you're not going to be surprised by much. There will be certain movies that get you, but this movie went exactly the way you thought it would. When certain people met their end, you saw it coming. You knew You know, the first, the second, and third act. You just knew, but while predictable, it was the beautiful Marvel formula that they've been using for a while. As far as the movies, I always am entertained, no matter whether. Yeah, I've never walked out of a Marvel movie saying that I hated it, or it was trash, it stank, it was horrible. No, I never walk out of a Marvel movie in a bad mood. And there are two in credit scenes, so make sure you stay for that. I'll talk more about that when I do the mullet part, mullet style. Spoilers. um, and before I get into that, I just want to say that I thoroughly enjoyed it. People were clapping at the end. The special effects were top notch. It actually reminded me, it was a little Harry Potterish. So Ashley Miller, if you're watching this, because I know you're a huge Harry Potter fan, and for all the Harry Potter fans out there, for some reason it reminded me, it was Harry Potterish to me, which is I understand is an epicness. You know, I've seen all the Harry Potter movies. Ashley Miller forced me to watch them when I visited Canada. She told me that I had to, and then there's like some Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone. I don't know what it was. It was a particular cut that they got. She said, you gotta watch it. And that version, because the Americans didn't get the good version. I was like, okay. So, yes. So, I think that with that element in there, I think a lot of Harry Potter fans will actually enjoy this movie. Benedict Cumberbatch did an excellent job playing him, and I look for more from him, especially with the end credit scenes. They are gearing up to do some shit, and after you see how powerful he is in this movie, you know he's only going to get better. And to see him appear in the next movie he's going to be in is going to be good. So I give this movie 4 out of 5 woos, just for some of it just being kind of, I don't know, just over the top silly stuff that I really didn't exactly need to see. There were certain scenes that I just thought could have been, you know, ha, but a little bit more serious. But other than that, I am now intrigued by this mystical world that he's in, and Marvel has made me a fan of Doctor Strange, and yeah, mullet style. Spoilers. Let's talk about these end credit scenes, okay? First of all, the last one, we find out that his friend, the black dude, did now turn evil. I didn't see that coming. He said he wasn't on that path anymore, I know. But I just didn't see it coming. I just thought he felt disturbed. He felt what he did was wrong, and maybe they would end up being allies again, you know, later. That type of thing. A parting of friends and then coming back. I didn't expect him to walk up to him, take his power, and do that. Like, he took his power. How do you take his power when he knows how to use it? Like, I don't get that. I guess he somehow silenced it. He closed his ability. And beforehand, you see how he kept filling Thor's beer up? He didn't want no tea, so he gave him a big ass beer mug and kept filling it up. And he's like, all right, you got my help. And I'm like, it's gonna be a Ragnarok. And we already, there are rumors that Hulk is gonna be in there. Man, Marvel, you are just, you just glorious company. You guys know what your fans want. You really do know what your fans want. Now, Scott Adkins was in the movie, and the part that I was talking about specifically, or the parts that I was talking about specifically, that where the humor got a little over top just for me, was the parts with the cape. The cape was beating the fuck out of Scott Adkins, okay? Which was funny for a second. I liked how it just came to him. It defended Doctor Strange and during the fight. But then there's that part when he was just banging his head on the ground, and just keeping him occupied until he could get back. And the part when he put the cape on was kind of just like him, like, oh, he's dead. All right, flat. I thought it was going to be like his coming, becoming of manhood, of sorcererhood, where it was just like time to do business. Flap. That's what I thought it was going to be, but it wasn't. We also didn't get the slow walk that I have maniacally laughed and been excited about that was in the trailers. We didn't. He was regular speed and it had more light, damn it. So didn't get to see that in it. The Dormammu scene was hilarious, wasn't it? How he kept looping the time over and over. I was like, whoever this god or guy is, he's gonna get tired of this shit. He gonna give him what he wants, because he this is like some type of absolute power, powerless now. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I gotta say, those fight scenes were good, man. Just the warping of reality, just everything they were doing, man. And when you first see the Airbender in the beginning of the film, I was just like, It wasn't Airbender. Oh, I'm sorry, the ancient one. I was just like, yo, man, like the way she was kicking ass, the fans, the power, I mean, oh man. I'm telling you, this is some new age, no pun intended, for like women right now with characters. We got Wonder Woman, we got her, we got the Underworld chick, we got Scarlett Johansson with Black Widow, and a few others I'm sure that I'm missing, but. She was a believable character for me in that realm, in that movie. I was like, she's cool. I like her, man. She's powerful. She's no joke. Like, I could learn from her. Funny thing is about men, a lot of times we don't want to learn anything from women. I remember talking to a guy one time. He was like, man, I learned this, and then, I learned this all from a woman. A woman. Now, it wasn't beyond my belief, but I could tell that with a lot of men, it's like hard for them to learn things from women. Like, I ain't gonna lie, for the longest time, it was hard for me to take any physical fitness advice from a chick. I'd rather learn from the guy, because I'm like, I feel prissy with a chick teaching me. But in my maturity, I've learned over the years that women can teach you a lot, too, So I'm not the guy I used to be, as far as that goes. One of the most fit, badass people I know is a trainer that's over at Lifetime Fitness in Mount Laurel. She can literally crack apples open with her hands. I'm going to have her do a video with me. I'm going to bring some apples in so she can do that shit. I swear to God. And I'm going to film it. You see, that'll probably get her a lot of clients. Let me see here. I don't want to miss anything, so because my mind is all jumbled with everything. Stan Lee made his appearance, laughing on the bus while they in the middle of fighting and everything. You know what's funny? I feel like Robert Downey Jr. and him could actually be interchangeable. This doesn't lessen their value, by the way. Something about how likable and arrogant and dicky they are. I feel like they could swap places and both play each other's roles if they wanted to. So if Cumberbatch was cast as Iron Man, it would work. And if Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Doctor Strange, it would work. I just, see it working like that. Let me see what else. Yeah, I'm telling you, I know y'all gonna tell me what I missed in the comments section. If it was, a lot of times if it's important to you, you definitely remember. But sometimes I just forget shit just because I'm fresh out of the movie. But I like to deliver things hot and fresh to you, like Domino's. And no, they didn't pay me to say that. I've been eating a lot of Domino's pizza recently, and I need to stop because it's bad. It's good, but it's bad. Anyway, the main baddie, Well, I feel like I recognize him from something. I really do. I feel like I recognize him, but I'm just not sure where he's from. Something about the way he talks. I'm like, I've seen him. He's been a villain in something else before. I can tell. I can see him, but I just can't place the movie. Wong was funny. Wong was a cool character. I liked him. I felt the black dude was a little bit too stuck up, but he was still cool. I missed the Ancient One, man. When she died, you saw it coming. Soon as I saw that the dude was about to kill him, and she split the floor, you knew she split the floor. I was just like, time for her to die. Time for him to become the Sorcerer Supreme. I'm just sitting there waiting for her to die. I'm just like, okay, she's going to put up a good fight somehow through some distraction or trying to save Strange or something like that. She's going to die. And then it ended up being some type of, I don't know, like he used kind of like a dirty move. Then he used one of his guys in front of him to beat her or something like that. And then he, stabbed her in the chest. That part, when he came in and he did the whole astral projection fight, that was crazy. That was crazy. I remember reading how he can do that. Like, that's like he's so powerful, but like he's one of his only vulnerable things is when he's in that position because his physical body is, vulnerable. Although he could still exist astrally and do things, if he wanted to. So he had a good life, man. Badass surgeon. He was funny. He was charismatic. He had a fast ass car. It was a Lambo. He had that man. I really enjoyed myself throughout the whole movie. Like I said, it was just the part with the cape was a little bit too extra for me because instead of it being more like badassery, it was more like funny. Remember when he flipped his collar and he was like, he was like ready to go to business, and then the cape was like, he's like, stop, hey, chill, like, it was just too funny when like if like for example how I would have shot the scene, but hey, I'm not an award-winning director, I'm not a Hollywood director at all. How I would have shot it, you would have seen the cape help me like it did in the fight when the shit got broke. But when it came to the cape beating down Boyka, Scott Adkins, I would have had him maybe them kind of like him work in unison, like he's fighting and the cape might help him out, like stuff like that. But the whole, it was just extra to me, If it had knocked his head on the ground a few times, it's like, bah, knocked him out, that would have been good too, but it just kept going. Remember when she knocked him out, his soul out, and then showed him everything? Those special effects were incredible. I was just like, whoa, look at this. Do you look, especially because I saw it in IMAX 3D. So, it was like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it on Blu-ray. And I'm going to get it on Blu-ray 3D. So that I can use my 4K curved flat screen and watch it. Because I get all my Marvel movies that come in 3D on Blu-ray 3D. All of them. If I really like them. You know what I mean? Like, there's a couple movies I haven't bought. Like, I haven't bought the second Thor. Or the first Thor. I don't think I have either of them. I might have the first one. I can't remember though. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I think I've basically talked about everything that I possibly can think of at this time. So thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for watching the review. I'm sorry. It's my thoughts jumbled and things. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. All right. If you enjoyed my video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you did not, you can kiss Dormammu's derriere. 1 million subscribers. Woo! You may now
subscribe.